Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you? Oh, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. This afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to my show. I will be doing this afternoon a seafood salad, and I hope you enjoy it. So come along with me and let's see the operations of this seafood salad. On my board here, I placed all my ingredients for this seafood salad. We have 1 8-ounce bag of small cooked shrimp, 2 8-ounce cans of lump crab meat, 2 8-ounce packs of imitation crab meat, 1 red pepper chopped, 1 green pepper chopped, 1 onion chopped, 1 cup of mayonnaise, and these are just some extras like accessories that you would use for decorating your dishes. Okay, let's go right into the operation now of preparing this seafood salad. First of all, the first thing that we do, we wash our hands. Remember, cleanliness is so important when you're working in the kitchen, because you're not cooking for yourself, you're cooking for other individuals. Whatever you're doing, you want to make sure you keep cleanliness always a priority. Okay? So now let's go right into my salad. I have all my accessories here, as you can see, and I have each one of my ingredients that I'm using. I have everything already chopped here. These are my pre-cooked shrimp, okay, and these shrimp are small. You don't want to use, well, you can use whatever you choose, but for a salad you would use the small shrimp, and then I chop each little shrimp into 4. Okay, and over here I have the bumblebee canned crab meat. And this is really, really good right here. This one is a little more creamier. And this is the lump crab meat. And all of these, this is by Bumblebee, this is by Publix, and my shrimp is by Marketplace. This is my crab meat. This is the imitation crab meat, and I chopped that. This is my scallions. I forgot to put that on my list. I said onions, but I use onions and scallions. So remember that. I use both, the onions and the scallions. And I have my chopped red pepper here. Over here I have my Lori's seasoning salt that I use. And also I use the celery here, the romaine. And I use celery. And I like the romaine because it has the nice big leaves here that you can do a lot of decoration and accent your dish. Over here I have 2 place settings here. This is 1 place setting for an individual. Then I have another place setting over here for this individual. And I just used like a bread and butter dish here because my neighbor made a nice banana bread, and she brought it over yesterday, so we will have this banana bread as dessert. Okay, and we're having water. These are my crackers that I will be using, and as I said before, you can use any kind of cracker that you use, but I particularly like the Breton crackers because they are colorful, and you can use the water crackers by Carr, and these are the rich crackers. And I like the whole wheat, if you notice, the whole wheat cracker. And all of these things just help to accent your dish once you have prepared it. Now we are going into actually preparing the dish. So the first thing I'm going to do is, now as I said, everything is already measured out. These are my chopped shrimp that I have. And I probably have more ingredients than I could accommodate in this bowl. So because of that, I'm going to just use a portion of this, and then we'll come back and add more because I don't want my bowl to overflow here. Okay, so these are the small shrimp that I've already prepared. And I'm just going to put a little, well, maybe I can use, yes, I'll just use half of this. And then I'll come back and I will add some more because we don't want the bowl to be running over. Now this is the bumblebee crab meat. Okay, this is the bumblebee crab meat. And this one, like I said, is a little bit creamier. So I'm going to use all of this crab meat in here. I'm not going to partial that out, but I'm going to come back and I will add some more shrimp depending on the amount of space we have in the bowl. This right here is the lump crab meat that I was showing you earlier, the lump crab meat. Now this lump crab meat by Publix is Publix brand, but you can choose whatever you so desire. This, if you look at the consistency of this, it's a little more chunky. So I'm going to add all of this lump crab meat. Okay, and I like spatulas because spatulas tend to clean up and keep everything nice. So I'm going to sit that little dish in there. If you notice the consistency here, how this meat is kind of lumpy. Okay, it's just a little bit lumpy. And I'm wearing a scarf because we said pull all long hair back, so we don't want any hair in our food. Now this right here, this is the classic, the crab meat, that's the classic. Let me open this. This is crab classic. And this is very colorful and it also will enhance your dish. So I'm going to use half of this right here. And remember, we can come back and add some more, but we don't want the bowl to overflow. We want to have enough space to add our other ingredients and fold them in nicely. Okay, this is very colorful. And you know me, I love colors. That's one of my favorites. I love color. I'm a color girl. Alrighty, now I'm going to just scoop this in, and I like to use, if you notice, this spatula right here has like a scoop in it. So it helps you to lift and combine your ingredients. So I'm going to just lift and combine this right here. Moving right along, it looking really good, looking colorful. Now I'm going to add, these are my scallions here. Oh no, this is my bell pepper, my green pepper. So I'm going to add some green pepper. You see how that color is coming in there? Coming in so nicely. Going to add that. Okay, we'll come back if we need more, if we have room for more. Okay, now we'll add our scallions. These are the scallions. We're going to add some more green stuff. Okay, already chopped my scallions. I'm going to add those. And then I'll come back in case we need more, if we have room. Okay, I think this is going to be a nice, colorful salad. But this one is a little more expensive to make because your crab meat is not so cheap. But it's really good. It's really good. You see that color coming in there nicely? It's coming in very, very nice. Very nice. And we just lift. We don't want to stir right now. We want to lift it because we got some creamy crab meat in there. And we have some chunk crab meat. So we're doing a combination of the crab meat here. And I like spatulas, you know. You see how nice that spatula clean up all of that? Very nice. I'm going to put this right here for the time being. Now we are going to add some onions. And ahead of time, I already have chopped all my ingredients. And I'm going to, this was just 2 medium onions right here. And onions has a tendency to give things flavor. Okay, give it some nice flavor. Okay, we'll set this aside and we'll come back. This is the red pepper. I use 1 red pepper. And remember, we're just kind of taking out little because we don't want our bowl to just run over. Okay, now we are going to lift again. If you notice, you see how my bowl is coming along here. It's coming along. You just fold it in. Now if you're making a lot of salad, you want to use a larger bowl. Now I already detected that I'm scaling down a little bit on my ingredients simply because the space that I have in the bowl. So I just want to fold this in really nice. That is so pretty. Oh, it's so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I like preparing foods with color. It just does something to the taste bud when you come into the dining room and you sit down in front of a nice, colorful dish. Just add to your day. Just makes you, colors make you happy. Okay, now I have all my ingredients incorporated here. Now I have 1 jar of mayonnaise. This right here is the real mayonnaise. It's a little bit thicker, so it would kind of hold the consistency of this salad together. So what I did, I just measured out some in this little container here, and to see how much I will really need, I can't tell you to use a whole jar because some people like their salad more creamier and some people may like it just a little bit stiff. So we want to make sure that you add the amount that you like, because we have different tastes for our dish that we are preparing. So I want you to use the amount of mayonnaise that you need. Now I can look at this right now and tell that I need some more mayonnaise in here. So what I do is just scoop now, because I said 1 jar, and I think it's going to really take this jar, as a matter of fact. So we'll just add little by little, and then we'll come back and add more to make the salad a little bit creamier. Okay, so we go back here to our spatula, and we're just going to work that mayonnaise right in like this. We're going to spread it so we don't have it in a big lump. And I can tell right now from doing this salad several times, I can tell by looking at it that I'm going to need some more mayonnaise. Okay, it's coming along real nice. Oh, it smells so good too. It's really smell good. You know, this is something really, really pretty. Oh, I like pretty salads. I like beautiful vegetables and fruits and all the colorful stuff. That's me. Okay, I'm going to add some more mayonnaise because I see I did estimate this almost perfect. I said 1 jar, so I scooped out just a little bit because I wanted to make sure that I have enough to make the consistency that I like. Now you can, when you add in the mayonnaise, you want to make sure as you fold in your salad, you can determine, oh, I need a little bit more. Oh, I need a little bit more. And you can just keep adding, because if you notice, I didn't specifically say add 1 cup of this or 1 cup of that. I want you to kind of observe what I'm doing, so when you make it, you're going to make it the way you like it. Because like I said, some people don't like a lot of mayonnaise. You know, it tends to be a little soupier for some people, and others like it a little more gelled. And I like it this way. I think this is the perfect way for me. You know, now you have to decide how you want to make yours. I'm just giving you some ideas, you know, just some ideas, some pointers as to how you can make it. You don't have to use all of these ingredients. You may even come up with some other ingredients that you want to incorporate in this salad, which is fine. And another thing that I want you to remember is when you watch this, I'd like for you to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate your help so much in this endeavor to continue preparing delicious dishes that we will enjoy together. Okay? This is the salad. Now, what we are going to do is scoop it over just a little bit more. Just remember, lift and fold, lift and fold, lift and fold. Usually I wear gloves if I'm working with food directly with my hand, but since I'm using utensils, I don't need gloves. Okay, this looks so good. This is so good. It smells so good, y'all. It smells really good. I don't think I'm going to add any more of my ingredients because of the size of my bowl. Now, if I had a larger bowl, I would add some more ingredients. But you see the size of the bowl? You don't want to have it running over and ingredients falling out on the side of the bowl and all over the table and what have you. Now I like this spatula right here because you see the scoop, it gives you the opportunity to scoop up also. Alrighty, we're going to lay these right here on this cutting board, and I'm going to use this large spoon now, and I'm going to dip the salad from here into a salad bowl to be served. So we just scoop it out and we're going to put it in here. And after you serve your salad, you can use little dishes like this, you know, to store it in, or if you have a larger dish, depending on the amount of salad you have left over after your guests have been served, then you can come back and just kind of mix it again and serve or store your. And this must go in the refrigerator. You don't want to leave this out, you know, like sitting around talking, you and your guests or whatever. You want to make sure you keep this nice and stored properly in the refrigerator. Okay? Now, I'm going to just leave a little bit of my salad here in this bowl. And I'm going to move over here. One thing I didn't tell you, let me back up a minute. The Lori's seasoning salt, that used to your consistency. Now, I measured out 2 tablespoons of this, but I don't think I'm going to use 2 tablespoons. I'm going to just use 1 tablespoon, and this is considered a tablespoon. So I'm just going to sprinkle this right over here, and you know what I'm going to do? What do you think I'm about to do? After I sprinkle this in here, I'm going to put this, and I'm going to cover this. I'll just sit it right here, and I'm going to go inside of this bowl, and I'm going to lift with these 2 spoons. I'm just going to lift to kind of fold in that seasoning. Okay, I want to just kind of fold that in. Or what you could do, because some people may have certain issues of health, and they may not want a lot of spices, you know, salt or whatever. So most times, just season it at a minimum, and then let your guests, if they need to add more, let them add it to their consistency or their taste, okay? So that's not a problem when we are cooking. We can always leave off the spices and let the individual add them. It does make a difference. Okay, this is the salad. Now, guess what we are going to do? It's time to serve. Okay, what I'm going to do is take this salad now, and I'm going to move around here to my table. I'm going to move around here. I have place settings already set up. And I want you to see what I did with this place setting right here. I took the romaine lettuce and kind of laid it out like that. And I just made a little tree to accent the dish. Now watch this. This is so beautiful. So beautiful, so colorful, so pretty. Makes you want to eat it. Makes you hungry when you look at a dish like this. You say, oh my goodness, when you come to the table, you just can't resist a dish looking like this. And we come around here. Now what I did here, I laid the leaves out right here on this plate. I laid them out and decorated that. And over here, I just took a a leaf of lettuce, and I held it in my hand. I held the lettuce in my hand, and I made a cup. Okay, so now for this particular setting, I'm just going to scoop it into the cup, the lettuce cup. Okay, just scoop it into the lettuce cup. How pretty that is. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And what we are going to do now, since my guests will be sitting here, just my grandsons, they don't like shrimp, seafood salad. So I'm going to sit this salad right here, and I'm going to leave it because they are going to serve themselves again another helping. What I did here, I have the Breton crackers and the water crackers, and I have the whole wheat Ritz crackers here. And I'm going to leave that so they can help themselves with whatever cracker that they like for the salad. But if you notice, these crackers are colorful, and I just put a green apple in the center to accent. When they get ready to get their crackers, they will just use this little tongs here and lift the cracker and just put it back instead of their hands, okay? And that makes it nice. Okay, that ends my show on how to make the salad. Now what I want to show you is what I did with the tomatoes, because if you notice when you looked on my board, you saw tomatoes, lettuce, and crackers. So now I'm going to show you what I did with the tomato. Let's come right around here. And I want to show you what I did with the tomato. I took this tomato and I just trimmed off the bottom, and I'm going to show you how I just scaled off the top. Scale off the top. We're going to discard that. And what I did was took a knife and just scooped around this tomato. Scooped around like this. Scoop, 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 and took all of this core out using a fruit scooper. And I just scooped this all out of here, and I placed it in here in this little dish. Now this is what came out of the tomato. Now after I scooped it out, let me show you what I did to make things real pretty. This right here, I scooped it out and it left a cup. You can serve that same salad inside this cup. So let me just show you. I'm just going to quickly show you just how I did this, and then we'll go from there. Okay, let me show you how I did this. Just giving you some little pointers on how you can make things attractive. Now this leftover tomato can be used for a salad, using your salad. Now I'm going to take some of this same salad and I'm going to scoop it into this tomato cup. See? And then you can take this same salad and scoop it into this. Makes it nice. I'm just going to put a little bit in there just to show you some other ways that you can use your salad to make things beautiful. Okay? And that ends my show for this afternoon, ladies. I appreciate you so much for watching. I want to thank you so very much for watching my show, for giving me a thumbs up, a like, subscribe, and share. It really helps. Every little bit helps. And I want to thank God for you watching, and you be blessed today. Have a great day. And I love you. Enjoy your meal.